Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2 with Nerdstalgic. So, before we get started talking about Crusader Kings 2, before we get started talking about our Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2, let's talk first about what's on the horizon. Unless you maybe have been busy with other things, you probably know now that Paradox had over the past week released a lot of information regarding a new expansion for Crusader Kings 2. So I think it's called Conclave, if I remember correctly. And it's basically an expansion that focuses on deepening the system behind your advisors. And from what I understand, now I haven't just poured over every dev diary that they've released about it. Just because I like being surprised about things a little bit, so I know enough to get me titillated, but at the same time, I don't know just everything. I haven't just studied all the screenshots. So, from what I understand, right now, your council, their role within your kingdom is fairly limited. They're talented people who occupy positions within your kingdom that can do certain things. They can serve you in various ways. They get an opinion bump for being put on the council. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to it. And this new expansion is going to really kind of revitalize and revolutionize the whole council system, from what I've gathered. Right now we're in a regency council. We're in a regency right now. However, whenever the new expansion hits, it's going to this would be completely different. Right now we have a regent who is the only person who kind of makes the decisions about, well, no, you can't do that. Yes, you can do this. Whenever the expansion comes out, all of these people are also going to get a say on the, the goings on. And if you have powerful, right now, whenever we want to pick a marshal, like this guy right here, he's our nephew, but he doesn't have any land or anything. He's just our nephew. That's it. That's all there is about him. I mean, you can see we do have one Maharaja here. So he's pretty high ranking. We've got a Raja, a Thakur, a Nagrantha. So we kind of run the whole gamut here, from basically a nobody all the way up to right under us. However, when the new expansion comes out, something that interests me is that if there can be people like this guy, if he wasn't in our council, he might be really pissed off. So we may have to give positions in the council, not to the people who are the most fitting for the job, but we may have to give positions to the people who can raise the most ruckus if we don't give them the job. So, and if it's just, I think it's going to be really, really awesome. It comes out on February the 2nd, so we're looking at 10 or 11 days, because as I'm recording this, it is the 22nd of January, so it comes out on Tuesday, February 2nd. So it's about a week and a half. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 days. So, can't wait. It's going to be a, minute one purchase. Not just a day one purchase, but a minute one purchase. It becomes available on the Steam store, boom. So, what we're going to do, I'm thinking, and I think I mentioned this, well, I can't remember where I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this on Facebook. By the way, if you're not following me on Facebook group, I encourage you, please do that, because that's where I peel back the curtain a little bit more on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a bi-daily, just basically whenever I have something to say. I'm not one of those types of guys, that content creators who just flood you with just inane batshit babble. I only say things when I'm really impressed upon myself for the notion of sharing with you guys. But anyways, I think I had said on there, my plans were, when that hits, we are going to be going to that expansion. So I'm not sure what that's going to mean for this Let's Play. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to carry this save over to the new version. you know? Because I had thought about running 2 separate, because I don't know that this is going to be done in 11 days. You know, I may have to, what I may have to do is I may have to, knock out a ton of the episodes of this series, I guess. Now that it's just, I'm thinking about it, to get it to a point where I feel comfortable being done. I think I would be okay with being done with this once we become the Samrat Chakvartin. Because that was kind of our goal. We've set numerous goals along the way, but that's our big goal, is to become the one and only ruler of India, basically. So I'm going to do my best to try to get this series to some sort of closure before we move on. But we will be moving on. You can look forward to that. We will be moving on, the day it hits. Now, yeah. Normally I try to adhere to a pretty set schedule about the Crusader Kings videos, but there may actually be some perceived overlap where, just for instance, let's say I've got enough, I end up recording 20 more of these videos. Well, it's only 11 more days to the expansion, but what I'll do is, expansion hits on the 2nd, I'll probably start recording on the 2nd with the expansion. And then instead of waiting for the next day, I'll probably start releasing the new series that day, So there might be a few days where there'll be 2 different CK2 series going at the same time. Maybe. I don't know. Things to think about. It gets me excited, though. It gets me excited because, this is Crusader Kings 2 is one of my top 5 games probably of all time. Just the amount of satisfaction and fun that I've gotten out of this game it surpasses most games that I've ever played. When I think about the games that I love, there's a very, very short list of games that I always end up coming back to and drop a ton of time on. Dwarf Fortress, Path of Exile, World of Warcraft. As shameful as that seems to be, it's almost a pejorative these days. You play WoW? Yeah. Oh, you're so dumb. Or what a dork. It's almost a dirty word to say that you played and enjoyed WoW. But it's a game. It is what it is. If you like WoW, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just different play styles for different people. Has WoW kind of gotten a little bit more, I guess people say, casual? I don't know. I really feel like WoW has something for a lot of different people. It's very inclusive, I think, is a better term than saying it's casual. But anyways, I am getting really far afield here. So why don't we just move on with our series here? Okay, so we're in a bit of an interesting situation here. So we were cruising right along. We thought we had everything figured out. Indeed, we did look like we had everything figured out. This guy's this guy's father, Sajbala the Just, excellent emperor. Except for the whole thing where he didn't die before his chosen successor died, of suspicious circumstances, I might add. Then he died suddenly, is what happened. He died really suddenly. Now, the good thing is this guy is strong. The guy that is our current, our current emperor, by surprise, I guess you'd say, is strong. If I had to think about it, and I'm like, okay, if you're going to pick somebody to be the heir, I can't say 100% that I would have picked this guy because he's so young. There's that instability. He's really young. He's got actually really bad traits for, what's typical of me. He has cruel, he has craven, and he has greedy. And greedy, okay. But craven is terrible. Craven is terrible, and cruel is terrible too. Craven and cruel are 2 terrible traits to have in your ruler. So, oh my God. There were other people that he had, other sons that weren't traded the same way. They didn't have strong or genius, but they had good scores and good traits. So we could have done some things with them. But oh well, it's neither here nor there now. So he's 11, which means he's going to be 16 in 8th of September. So It'll be 4.5 years, I guess, 4.5 years. As you can see, we're over our vassal limit. We're two vassals over. Now, we could solve this a few different ways. I was looking, trying to refamiliarize myself with what was going on before I actually started. So I was looking at my direct vassals here. And we have some Thakurs that are directly under us, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So one way that we could solve this, we can solve this 2 ways. We can either give the Thakur, well, 3 ways really. Number 1, we can just ignore it and hold them under us until he comes of age. Because when he comes of age, we're going to marry him to somebody with really high stats, and it's going to be fine. It's not going to matter. There is that option. Option number 2, we could create a new title for maybe a new Raj, and hope maybe some of these people could fall under that Raj, which would... instead of having, say you have a Raj of 3, which I'm acting a little prescient here because I've already looked at this. We do have over here, right here, this is 3 Thakurs that are directly under us, I believe. And this is a Raj. So what would happen here is instead of having 3 additional vassals directly under us, it would become 1. So we would lose 2, we'd go down to 26. So it would work out. The only downside to this is this guy right here is our spy master, but, which I think that's in that Raj. It is, yeah, Duchy of Muru. So when I was looking here, this guy's the one that we would want to make the Raj because he's content, right? I mean, does this guy like us? He does like us, but I'm kind of loath to let somebody with such high intrigue. We would lose him basically as a spy master, but that's okay. We'd put this guy in charge. Yeah. So, or we could peel off 2 of these counties, like give this to this guy, because his Raj is pretty small. So it's not going to make him that much stronger. And we could give this one to like this guy because he has a pretty small Raj too. This guy's Raj, he's a double Raj, so we don't want to give him anything else because he's already pretty strong. And then we would continue to hold this ourselves under us. I don't know what the right decision here is. I mean, being over our vassal limit like that, 28 over 26, the main negative there is going to be that we're going to get less money, I believe, from our vassals and less levy support. But as you can see, we still have 18,000 levies. And we're still going to be making a ton of money. So, and then we do also, we're holding 1 more county than we should be holding, which that's pretty easy to fix. And we probably will go ahead and take care of that. Maybe what we might do is we might try to find somebody who is Buddhist or Hindu to give it to, and then that way when he turns 16, we just like, oh, just kidding. I'm gonna revoke your title now. So, all right, what do we got here? I'm trying to see what all we have. Yeah, we've got that one, which, yeah, I mean, I don't want to give anything away that's close to us. So yeah, it's probably going to be that one. So if we go here and we look at our court, and let's sort by religion, we do have some Hindus. Do we have any Buddhists? No. So we have some Hindus. We have 4. A grand total of 4, of which we can only give land to 2 of them. This guy and this guy. So, I mean, this guy's got a lot of good traits. This guy does too. I think I like this guy better though because he doesn't have the high intrigue. I don't want to piss somebody off who could potentially be a threat. So I'm gonna give you some land, okay? I'm gonna give you this Thakana. Make sure it's the right one. Okay, it is. But then what's gonna happen is that's gonna put us even further over the vassal limit. So we'll have to give that Thakana to what Raj is this supposed to be a part of? Duchy of Vengi. Ah, we don't even possess that yet. What's in this? It's in the Raj of Dandakaranya. 3 counties. Yeah. I mean, eventually we are going to form this Raj. What are you a part of? Ah, okay. Wait a second. What are you under? Pala Kingdom. That's gross. This is Udayaditya Kingdom. Huh. We could just hold it. Let's just try holding the 3 over and see what happens. See how that affects our money and such. Let's just see. Okay, let's look at our council. What are they doing? Fabricating a claim here. We keep on fabricating this claim at the worst possible time. Alright, yeah, you're protecting us here. Laws. Yeah, we did Kingdom Vice Royalties, which is cool. Just making sure. Ooh, man, we have a lot of economy points. Are we waiting on? We must be waiting on castle infrastructure. Indeed, we are. And we're pretty close. Factions. We have 4 factions. We have. Yeah, this is probably the guy that I would have picked to lead, but he's pretty damn old. This guy's pretty. This is a pretty big faction. This is a pretty big faction too. Why does this guy hate us? Ambitious. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, he's ambitious. My kinsman. The Raja of Tirabukti up here. Well, that's just, I don't think there's much that can be helped there. We could try to get these people out of his, the main reason that these are bigger, and especially this one, is because of the people that are in there. We could try to get them out. Fired from council. Yeah? Yeah, that'll do it. He must have been, I don't know what he was in my council. I guess he must have been the spy master. And then just bad traits. I mean, bad traits, man. It's a thing. It's a big thing. Alright, so now you're my regent. You're also my heir. There's no conflict of interest there, right? Seems legit. Who's educating me? It's like when I restarted the game, it took everything away. Let's try to get... Well, it's going to have to go through that guy. I'd like to try to get a Midas touched education here. So... Midas touched from somebody who has a lot of good traits. I mean, she's craven. This is a Raja. Wroth, cynical, but just, brave, and gregarious. I mean, that's... Wroth, I mean, he does give you a really nice bump to martial. Cynical, I don't care so much about. So maybe lax man here. I'm a lax man. Oh man, I think that makes me giggle too much. I think this is not a bad move because we would get we'd get some more rep here with this guy. I mean, I mean, he's brilliant strategist, that's fine, but he hates us, man. He'd give us all sorts of shit traits. I don't want to be a scholarly or a mastermind theologian. Sorry. I mean, it's okay. Let's go with Laxman, the Raja. Punjabi? No, we don't want to become Punjabi. That's a problem. We've got to go Gujarati here, I think. So I think it would piss people off if we didn't. You know, we might not be able to curry favor with this. We might just have to... What about her? She's cynical, paranoid. Other than that, she's okay. My half-sister, she likes me so-so. This is my courtier, but she's a bastard of our dynasty. Main thing, she's just craven. We'll go half-sister. Yeah. Alright, so she's going to tutor us, and hopefully we become Midas touched. What the crap, man? We keep on. I guess it's factoring us in based on our regent here. See, I thought I had fixed all this. I thought I had fixed all this. And I'm pretty sure I did, okay? But every time with Paradox Games, every time you reload, the computer rejiggers all of its AI. And, like, I'm pretty sure before we reloaded that Batarka was our regent. And Batarka has better scores than this guy. And then when this guy got appointed our regent, well, guess what? We lost all that crap. Ugh. I'm not going to mess with it. Screw it. We're fine. We're still making money. We've still got a big enough... Oh, so the Queen Mother stepped in. Well, that's better. That's much better. Yeah, that's much better. That should help out. So it says, I've never had this event happen before. The Queen Mother has used her considerable influence to step in as your regent. May the realm benefit from her wisdom and experience. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Mother. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't, like, knee-jerk reaction go to fix that. Alright, how are the factions looking? I bet we could get this guy out of the faction. Probably just like slide him a 10 spot or something. Yeah, I could probably get him out. Just send him a little money. Send him just a little bit of money. So I'm not too worried about this. Really, I mean, we could try to get these guys out. I figure this is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy we would want to get out if we could. So let's send him a gift. Oh my god. Oh my god. You, sir, are a hard man to bribe. What about honorary title? Let's make him the master of the hunt. 255 gold. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. I mean, that's a huge hit, but you got to think, okay, so we just gave him Master of the Hunt, right? So now he's 27. If we bribe him, if we send him a gift, it's going to go up by 57 more. So that's going to be 84. He'll leave the faction. And once he's gone, that faction is toothless. So, well, I'm going to do it. Yeah, 84. There's no way. There's no way he'll stay in that faction. Well, the other faction dissolved. He's still in the faction. Wait, okay, yep. See ya, he said. I'm out. What's interesting to me is that the Maharajas, not anywhere in the factions. They don't care. It's this fuckhead right here, pardon my language, that's in two factions. He's like, yeah, I should be the Emperor of Gujarat. Yeah, you're stupid. You're stupid, man. You're a big dummy. He's just a big ambitious dummy is what he is. Alright, let's let this autosave get done. Then we're gonna go ahead and pause the game. Yeah, we're gonna pause the game. I'm sorry guys that I talked for so long in this video about Conclave and just different stuff, but I said some things that needed to be said, I think. So in our next video, we're going to continue to progress time. We're 12 now. No, we're still just 11. So we're almost 12. We're gonna like go, go behind the shed and sacrifice a chicken or something to try to get rid of some of these traits. Please get rid of some of these traits. Like, if we could just get rid of one of these, Craven and Cruel, I would be a-okay with that. In fact, if we could just get rid of Cruel, I would give that the big thumbs up. I mean, Craven would be good too. The thing about Craven's kind of offset by our Strong. So, you know, I mean, ideally we'd get rid of both of these, but whatever. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, game on.